We present the gospel particularly to those having the least opportunity to hear of Christ, especially children and youth. The third phrase from our purpose gives us a third filter to choose songs, especially children and youth. Our chapel audience, for the most part, is made up of children and youth. How do we adjust our choice of songs with them in mind? Well, here's the challenge. You see, we as adults have already developed mentally from being children and teens into being adults. We now understand lyrics that present abstract spiritual concepts and songs that use symbolic images. In fact, we not only understand them, but we find that they help us to better understand spiritual truths more deeply. But developmentally, children just don't understand them. They only begin to understand abstract ideas by grades 4 to 6. Not that these abstract ideas actually help them to better understand the truth. And symbolic images, though they may help us, only bring confusion to children and even young teens. What if, for example, a song talks about stirring up deep, deep wells and challenging the audience to jump in the river? Forgive me if I've used somebody's favorite. If your goal is to clearly communicate the truth of God's Word to children and youth, not at all. Especially children and youth with little biblical understanding. By the way, do you even know what it means to stir up deep, deep wells? Now I realize that most every song has some abstract spiritual concepts, and the Bible is full of symbolism. So we can't escape them altogether. The challenge here is to move from better to best, finding songs that minimize symbolic words and teach mostly concrete words and ideas. For a good example of a more concrete lyric, let's look at the song One Way Jesus. I lay my life down at your feet, 'cause you're the only one I need. I turn to you and you are always there. In troubled times, it's you I seek. I put you first, that's all I need. I humble all I am, all to you. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. Now here is a song that even children can hang their troubled hearts on. God is always there to turn to in troubled times. It's very clear with no symbolic images. I put you first, that's all I need. It's a clear message of surrender to God and dependence on Him.